Hello and welcome to Fireside History. Now, the Queen had last time received a message from Shupilulumish asking her, is she telling the truth? Wanting to investigate the matter. He sent his royal chamberlain, actually, and now I'm going to read you her response. Why did you say they deceived me in that way? Had I a son, would I have written about my own and my country's shame to a foreign land? You did not believe me, and you even spoke thus to me. He who was my husband is dead. I have no son. Never shall I take a servant of mine and make him my husband. I have written to no other country, only to you I have written. They say you have many sons, so give me one of yours. Tell him to me he will be husband. In Egypt he will be king. Now, Shupilulumish listened to the letter, and now his anger got the better of him. And now you got to bear in mind the Egyptians had made an attack on Kadesh around this time, and well, in retaliation he attacked Amka. And well, how do I put it? This didn't go over well, and he ends up sending an angry letter of his own to the queen, saying, when they, his forces, attacked Amka, which is your country, you probably were afraid, and therefore you keep asking me for a son of mine, as if it were my duty. He will in some way become a hostage. You will not make him king. And at which point she sent a new letter back to Shupilulumish, a very, very ingratiating one. Oh, my lord, this is our country's shame. If we had a son of the king at all, would we have come to a foreign country and kept asking for a lord for ourselves? Nifuruya, who is our lord, is dead. He has no son. Our lord's wife is solitary. We are seeking a son of our lord, i.e. Shupilulumish, for the kingship in Egypt. And for the woman, our lady, we seek him as her husband. Furthermore, we went to no other country, only here did we come. Now, O our Lord, give us a son of yours. And that's when Shupilulumish was finally won over. Now, we got a very biased version of what happened next by Mershali and his deeds. Note about his dad. Where he says something almost humorous, because it's obviously a political response that Shupilulumish gives to this letter. But he says, since my father was kind-hearted, he complied with the word of the woman, and concerned himself with the matter of supplying her with a husband or a son here, in some translations. Now, the son chosen was Zananza. Well, he might have sent his youngest son, Mershali, but I kind of get the feeling he always favored Mershali. And Mershali was still only a child, or perhaps a young adolescent. And, you can't really send such a young boy to be king of Egypt, where it's a den of snakes, because, well, politics. And I'm not saying that the Egyptians were all evil. I'm just mean the upper court would have been a den of snakes, like the Hittite court was. So, you, of course, had an adult who had to be sent, or at least a young adult. And in this case, he sent his fourth son, a young man by the name of Zananza, who now set off for Egypt to marry the Egyptian queen. And we'll be dealing with the ramifications of that deed and what happened next time. And, well, until then, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.